Welcome back. Now, it's never quiet for the staff at Holby City, and this week looks like being no different. I'm joined by Chantal and Malik, Lauren Drummond and Jimmy Akingbola. You see, he said I said his name right. It's classic, isn't it? I jinked myself.
No, that was perfect.
Never pat yourself on the back, Nigel. Now, Lauren, I think it's safe to say that Chantal is a bit of a people pleaser, isn't she? She wants to do everything right, and this week she decides to turn detective.
Yes. Oh, yes. She detects that something's not quite right on the ward with one of the patients, and she doesn't like having negative thoughts about people, but something's just not sitting quite right with her. So, yeah, she decides to get her magnifying glass out.
And there's been a little bit of thieving.
There has. It's all kind of... It's nothing too serious, but nonetheless, it involves chocolate.
Still think... So, well, come on, how more serious is chocolate?
True.
We've got a little clip, actually. Let's have a little look at it now, just over this way.
It's like in your books, process of elimination and all that. You know the rules, you practically wrote them. Mr. Stewart?
Pass it here.
Dark selection.
I'll take these back to Mrs. Farman.
I love... What's that actor's name there that plays it? He's one of those great jobbing actors, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's just brilliant every time.
He plays the granddad in
Oh,
Outnumbered.
he's wonderful. He always makes you outnumbered. That's it,
yeah.
So she's kind of... Would you describe her as ditzy? A little
Do you know,
naive,
the more
maybe?
I get to know her, yes, she's ditzy, but she's not stupid. You know, she's clever enough to be a nurse, and nurses, you know, need to know exactly what they're doing. I met a nurse at the weekend, actually, and she said, you know, you can't be stupid if you're a nurse, and she's not stupid. But I think sometimes when people are bubbly and giddy and girly and sweet, they can be misconceived as being a bit dizzy. And she's, you know...
We need more sweetness in the
we
world.
do. It's been on Holby as well.
Now, tell me a bit about this power struggle that's going on at the moment.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all going on between Rick and Serena, and because Malik's all about attaching himself to the top consultant because he wants to be a consultant himself.
Yeah.
But obviously, him and Rick have always had, you know, their differences. But Serena's come along and she's unsettled Malik, but at the same time, she's throwing him a lot of the good jobs. You know what I mean? A lot of the good sort of the operations, and so Malik's a bit like, well, Rick's okay, but he's a bit old school. I'm going to go with Serena. I think she's the winner. But they've got different sort of views and ethos on the way of working, and so he's sort of like a deer in headlights. He's just caught in between them, and
he hero worships a bit.
He does indeed. He does indeed. I think Malik really wants to be a consultant. Do you know what I mean? He wants to be running sort of Keller or Holby if he can. But like, I think what's quite interesting, Serena's set him on an errand of trying to get patients out quickly after post-ops, and then like Rick's a bit trying to question Malik, going, look, that's not normally what you're doing.
Because things can go wrong. You might get the numbers done, but what could be missed?
Yeah.
I'm going to see lots more on that. Just tell me, because you're in that fantastic show, Rev.
I am indeed.
How do you juggle that?
You know what? I just...
There you go, look at you. Oh, you're so brilliant in it.
Oh, look, I'm looking hot there. I mean, if I don't have a wife by the end of this year, you know, I always say to people that's how I'm going to look like if I never work again as an actor. You know? But yeah, we just...
nice flicking from drama to comedy drama.
Totally,
like
as an actor, I'm all about that, to do some comedy and drama, you know. I feel quite blessed to be able to do both and to do it at the same time. And to Tuesday, you see Malik, and then Wednesday, you see Mick, you know, it's gotcha.
So really, what do you flip from one set to the other?
At the moment, Rev stopped. We should be going again next year. But yeah, when I was filming Rev and Holby at the same time, yeah, it was like I'd do a couple of days on Rev, or I might do 2 scenes in Rev, then finish and then go to Holby. And it's quite bizarre. I'd always have to make sure that I wasn't Mick on set at Holby. I wasn't Malik on set at Rev, you know, but...
How peachy. Are any of the other actors trying to trick me down the stairs?
I'm a bit jealous.
It's a great thing, isn't it?
It's a great thing.
I'll tell you what I want to ask. When you're... I mean, I know what actors are like. When you first get a job, you could be super keen, go and do your research, go into the hospitals, read up all the medical words. I mean, do you get to a point where you just let it go a little bit, where you might say a medical word, you don't really know what it means? Do you still go into the hospitals?
Well, do you know, it's difficult to keep going into hospitals because they're working hospitals,
well,
so you can't just keep going snooping around. But
what are you doing?
yeah,
Just get out.
I don't think you necessarily let it slip, but you'll never know all the medical knowledge. You just can't. You know, we've not had that in 5 or 7 years.
But presumably you have the experts there.
Yes, and they are fabulous.
Yeah.
But Holby as well is so relationship driven that. It's not, yes, the medical side of it is very important, but it's not, it's the relationships that kind of take over sometimes.
And also, it's so busy, you know what I mean? We're doing like 5 to 6 scenes a day, you know, 5 days a week, so it's hard to get that time out, but having an on-set consultant, you know what I mean, to able to tell you what you're doing and, you know, how to do it, it really helps, and...
They ever make you feel like a right plonker?
They do. Seriously. Like, put the stethoscope the other way, Jim.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that.
I kept putting the oxygen mask upside down 3 times yesterday. Oxygen mask upside down. She said, Lauren, I can't let that one go. A few they can let slide because not the general public wouldn't. But not an upside down mask.
No.
Now we mustn't go without mentioning the fact that the show is up for an award.
It is.
Yes, Inside Soap for you know, best drama, and it's great because we've got nominated for a BAFTA. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but it's all right.
You're dealing with it well.
It's lovely that the show is getting the recognition because everyone works so hard there, and I think it's because it's a continuing drama. It doesn't have that burst every time a new series comes back. So it's lovely that actually the recognition is there.
To be able to sustain the consistency and the quality all year round is very impressive, and get the viewers, you know. And also we're on BBC Two, you know, because a lot of people keep tweeting us going, "Is it not on anymore?" It's like,
it's BBC Two, guys. It is there, BBC Two. Listen, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you,
That was really
Nadia.
nice meeting you. Stay there just for a minute for me. It would be lovely. And competition time now. And this